Welcome into another edition of the Leadership Library, hosted by CEO and author Rocky Romanella. Rocky is the author of the book Tighten the Lug Nuts, The Principles of Balanced Leadership, and has over 40 years of business experience as a prominent member of the UPS Supply Chain Solutions team, as well as the CEO of Unitech Global Services. So sit back, grab your notebook, and take a seat, and get ready for this edition of the Leadership Library.
Welcome to the Leadership Library. I'm your host, Rocky Romanella. I thought today I would talk a little bit about this whole concept of a leadership map. So for me, I'm a process person, almost to a fault, right? Probably to nauseam to some people. But at the end of the day, for me, it's always about process. And I love the process for the simple fact that it allows me to be consistent, right? If I have processes, and even though it may make me seem a little rigid to you, or it may make the people in your care think you're a little rigid, if nothing else, it gives you consistency across all of the individuals that you're working with and you deal with inside your organization and really outside your organization. So for me, I kind of lay out this leadership map. And so I thought I would just share with you 4 of those key leadership kind of milestones or leadership, roles and responsibilities that I have, that are key to this whole kind of leadership map. The first is this whole concept of being a balanced leader, right? I think balance is so important in everything you do. You've heard me talk about it. The book is entitled Tighten the Lug Nuts, The Principles of Balanced Leadership. To me, balance is important, right? If you go student body left, student body right, you're swinging left and right all the time, you're just confusing your people. So for me, balance is this whole concept of we want to think like a customer. We want our people to feel like valued individuals, but we want to act like an owner in all that we do. I think number 2 is you want to understand your leadership role, right? What is my role in the organization? If I'm the CEO, I just have a different role than everybody else. I used to always say I was a chief enthusiasm officer. To me, in CEO, the E stands for many different things, the many lives of the letter E. It's enthusiasm. It's a lot of different things that the letter E could be. Executive, could be entrepreneur, could be all those different things. Could be enthusiasm, could be excitement. So for me, what is my role? Certainly I have to understand my role isn't to go down and deliver a package. My role isn't to go down and manufacture, although I do need to understand it. I need to appreciate what my people are doing. But when I get down into things too tactically at that level, I'm just getting in the way of my people, right? I'm just micromanaging them, which no one really likes. So understanding the roles of the people in your care, understanding your role as the leader is so important. And if I don't understand that role, especially if I've just gotten a new job or I may be in a new responsibility, that becomes a problem, right? Because I now begin to get in the way of the people who really understand what they're doing. So I think being a balanced leader is important. I think understanding roles and responsibilities is important. I think it's so important to have great communication skills. Each of us has to work on it, right? We may be better one-on-one people. Some may be better public speakers. Regardless of what your strength or weakness is, you have to make your weakness part of your strengths. You have to work at your communication skills. You have to be able to have difficult conversations when it's time to have them. You need to be an encouraging individual. You also need to be an enforcing individual. So I think that's so important. So communication skills would be number 3. And then finally, you have to be and desire to want to be a great coach. You should feel joy in knowing that you've coached somebody to a place they never thought they could be before, that you've given them the opportunity to succeed when they thought they couldn't, right? You're that person, that's helped them realize things about themselves they never thought they could do before. You've helped them get there. You've helped them to understand who they are and what they stand for. So I think coaching is so important. Part of coaching is accountability, right? A good coach holds themselves. How many times do you hear a coach say, I got to do better as a coach? Well, that's a great coach. They hold themselves accountable to the same high standards they're holding you accountable to. And so you feel good about the fact, well, look, if you're going to hold yourself accountable, then I got to hold myself accountable, and we're going to hold each other accountable. So to me, I lay out this process for leadership is so important. Being a balanced leader, understanding the leadership roles and responsibilities and what my role is in this current responsibility that I have on my communication skills, what are the things I need to work on? How do I become a better communicator? How do I make sure that I'm communicating with my people and we're connected? And finally, do I hold people accountable, but am I a great coach? Can I be a great coach? Do I desire to be a great coach? Can I coach my team up? Thank you very much for being part of the Leadership Library family. Until we speak again, be safe, and thank you so much for listening.